So you're here for Rental Property Investing 101.3. Maybe you just stumbled on this video. I'll link the first parts up here. This is actually the fourth part, even though it's 101.3, just like 101.2 was part 3. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I don't know. So what we'll discuss in this video is finding properties now that you've gone through the first 3 parts of this series, and we'll have an actual property review so you can see what's out there today at the end of September 2020. The market will be changing here in the next months going into 2021, and we'll be producing new videos that are related to that. You'll see some properties here that are for sale and for rent. The for sale properties are currently getting snatched off the market before they even become available. So we'll go into it here. So in part 4 here, what we're going to do is find some properties. You need to know what your goals are. What are they? How much cash flow do you want? We'll review a property that should have about $600 per month in cash flow today. That would be my goal. Again, not financial advice. I can't recommend anything to you. I'm not your realtor, your financial advisor, or your mortgage broker. So property size, 3-bed, 2-bath is what we're going to go for. The area today will be Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we'll be looking at properties that only need minor repairs so that we don't have to do a lot to them. It makes it super easy. Okay, so let's see what the next slide is here. All right, here it is. What you'll do is analyze the properties that you find. You're going to aim for a 1% rent to value ratio. Watch our other video on that. I might link it up here. It could be one with bad audio before. It actually is one with bad audio before we upgraded our studio here. We'll be looking at a property that only needs minor repairs. You'll be looking for this when you search for your properties to know how long it's going to take to actually get a tenant in there after you purchase the property. Check out time on market to find out how motivated the seller may be. We'll look through some of the notes on the listing we're going to look at to gauge the motivation of the seller, and we're going to note the time on market. Okay, so you're going to go look for properties now that you've gone through the other 4 parts. Feel free to pause this video or watch it, and here we go. So here's our area we're going to be looking at today. It's the Tulsa, Oklahoma area, and we have Jenks right here, which is the actual name of the small town. Apparently this is a good school district. I don't really know. It says 8s and 9s and 10s for the schools. So, and people are listing in their properties that, hey, this is in the Jenks School District, as we discussed in other videos. If you have a good school district, you list that in your property description. That attracts people who may not know where the school district lines are. I'm guessing that they kind of cut off right here. Because this house here, that's $1,100 per month, is in a different school district, not the desirable Jenks School District. But this house here is in the Jenks School District. So we're paying attention to this area right here, right around Jenks, right? Okay, good. You got it. Great. So we're looking at this property. Here we go. This home is listed in the Jenks School District. It looks very nice. It's a very decent size, 2,500 square foot, 4-bed, 2.5-bath brick home. That bad boy right there probably cost a ton. Let's see, there's not really any sales history, so we can't tell what they paid for it. But they're trying to rent it for $1,750 per month. Check out these pictures. It's all staged really nicely. Nice kitchen, nice appliances. Looks like it comes with everything, including a refrigerator. All right, that is super. So yeah, the tenant could move into this home and be good to go. It has a bathtub. That's great. Notice it's not a jacuzzi tub by the looks of it. It's just a big oversized bathtub. I always say remove the jacuzzi tub, put one of these big oversized normal bathtubs in because it won't break and tenants love them. All right, yeah, good little kid rooms up here, and then another bathroom with an additional bathtub. Looks like a bathtub there. Great, so we have 2 full bathrooms we've confirmed. One of them probably in the master suite, which would be this one. That one has a shower in it too right here. Yeah, look at that. It's got a shower and a bathtub. Tenants are going to love this house. No wonder it rents for $1,750 per month. Wow. Okay, then we have some other 3-bed, 2 baths down here, 1,500 square feet, all renting for $1,400 per month. That means, what I would guess, somebody came through and just bought a ton of these and are renting them out all for the same price. They're all exactly the same, $1,400 per month, all 3-bed, 2 bath, around 1,600 to 1,500 square feet. So yeah, that's what they go for here. This is also the Jenks School District, which is great. So we know if we have a 3-bed, 2 bath, we'll probably get at least $1,400 per month out of it. Might have to cut it back a little bit to beat their pricing and make our home a little more desirable. Alrighty, we're going to switch over to the for sales here. If you're investing in the Tulsa area, this house will probably be sold before you actually see this video. So we were looking at this house right here. It looks like we were saying this right here is going to be our line, and how this over here is a different school district. Well, this house right here just happens to be on the edge of the school district. You can see they're advertising it right here, all capital letters, Jenks Schools. Wow, they want you to know that. So if you were to purchase this house, I don't recommend buying anything. I'm not a realtor or a investment person. I'm just telling you what I would do in my opinion. Okay, so it's $155,000, 3-bed, 2 bath, 1,350 square feet. We saw that those other houses were a little bit bigger, going for $1,400, a little bit on the other side of the town there. So you might be able to get $1,400 out of this house, depending how nice it is. The owner lists that this refrigerator right here does not come with the home. I don't know why they wouldn't leave it, but whatever. That's going to cost you about $1,000 to put a refrigerator in there for your tenant, so note that. The other thing I noticed is on this home, there are no gutters. So if you want gutters, you're going to be spending, I don't know, maybe $700 to $1,000 to have gutters installed. So you're at $2,000 right now to move into this house or have a tenant move into this house. Everything else looks very tenant friendly, like nice bathroom. We got a bathtub. We can see a bathtub right here. Perfect. We have this bathroom is a different bathroom with another bathtub. So we confirm that this has 2 full bathrooms. Tenants love that. Has a nice big back fenced yard so you can have a pet in the home as well very easily. That's going to be an extra $50 per month. This is the house that we're going to look at. Let's go back to our slide here and check out what we need to do. Here's the slide. When we analyze the property, we're going to consider a 1% rent to value ratio. You can probably get $1,400 to $1,450 per month out of that house. It was $155,000. So you're at 0.95 rent to value ratio. Somebody link the math down in the comments if you have time. But yeah, so it's almost 1% rent to value. That is nice. Maybe you can get a little deal on that house, but I kind of doubt it because I gauge the motivation of the seller before actually showing you, and we'll go through that in a second. Repairs, so $2,000, refrigerator and gutters. Gutters probably won't cost you $1,000, but you probably have $300 to put into something else if they cost you $700. So just plan on $2,000 to get a tenant moved in, and a tenant could actually move in the day after closing if you can get a refrigerator delivered that quickly. Probably like 3 to 5 days after closing once their rent check clears. I don't recommend letting a tenant move in until those funds have deposited into your bank account and are there for good. There was a comment on a blog about a landlord that said, uh-oh, my tenant's check bounced and I already let him move in. I didn't wait 3 days for the check to clear. Now what do I do? Well, I'll tell you what they got to do. What they have to do is start the eviction process. And when you do that, now you have a tenant in there that hasn't paid you, moved into your house for free, and it could take you 3 months to get them out. Yes, that was not a good move on that landlord's part. I think there's actually a 5-minute pro tip we did. I'll probably try to link it up here. I don't know if I'll be able to, but there'll be a 5-minute pro tip on tenant retention, etc., etc. All right, time on market. Let's go back to the property. So here it is, 9 hours on the market as of this recording. That's great. They've already had 288 views and 29 saves on Zillow. That's because the market is super hot right now. People are just buying houses before they even come on the market. It's crazy. This one actually looks to be in really good condition. White painted brick, some new columns here to support the everything, this stuff up here, whatever, the roof thing. Yep, that's what that's called. That would be a roof. And some landscaping. Looks decent. Like, it really does look decent. They have every right to sell this house immediately in today's market. It should cool off in the next 6 to 9 months as foreclosures come on, but right now everything's just getting snapped up. So anyway, motivation of the seller, they say right here, serious inquiries only. This is for sale by owner because we are trying to save money on a realtor. They're not paying a commission to a buyer's agent. They know, they are smart. They know that they don't have to do anything to sell this house, but put it on Zillow. Somebody's going to pay their own buyer's agent or have the forms and everything ready to go. They understand this. They've examined the market, so they are not a motivated seller. They want you to pay for this house, pay for the realtor, and pay for closing costs. I very much doubt you'll be able to get 2% back for closing costs out of this seller, but you would try anyway. What you'll do is call them up, and again, if this isn't what you would do, because I can't recommend anything to you, it's a YouTube channel. So what would happen, somebody would call up the owner of this house at whatever contact info they provided and say, hey, yeah, I want to go ahead and put in an offer $155,000. I just want you to pay 2% for closing costs. Is that okay with you? And they would be like, no, it's not. Or they would be like, yes, it is. And they would go ahead and let you submit the offer, and they would either accept it or decline it. So if you get your offer accepted, most likely not with 2% back at closing, which kind of stinks for you because you're going to pay an extra $3,000 out of pocket for closing costs, and you're going to pay an extra, I don't know, $4,500 for your realtor if you're paying him or her 3%. So you got an extra $7,500 going into this house out of pocket. That's not very good. You might want to do this one owner-occupied and go with one of those FHA loans we talked about before so that you have less money going into the project. I don't know. Maybe you do have the money. Whatever. 20% of that's going to be like $32,000, $31,000. So you got to come up with almost $40,000 to go ahead and purchase this house and get a tenant moved in for $1,400 per month. But the good news is at $1,400 per month, your cash flow on this property would be approximately $670. So it would hit our $600 goal. But you're, again, $40,000 down. Your cash on cash return is going to be kind of weak there. We'll talk about cash on cash return in another video. But yeah, it's going to take you a while to make that $40,000 back. Just keep that in mind. It is a good property. It will cash flow. It'll cash flow real well. I imagine you'd be able to get this rented out almost immediately at $1,400 per month. You get $1,450 if you let a dog move in there or some cats or whatever. Then you're coming. These posts here are going to be all chewed up by Fido. When he gets anxious and all that, he's going to come out here and chew on that pole right there. So there you go. That's an actual property review. You can cash flow on this property. Again, I can't recommend buying it, and mainly because it'll probably be gone by the time you see this video. And we'll go from there. All right, I'm tired of comparing properties. Let's go back to our slides. Here we are, time on market. We already saw it was there for 9 hours and had like a Brazilian views. That seller, he's probably or she's probably not going to be too motivated to get rid of that property. As far as motivation of the seller goes, we saw they're not willing to pay your realtor. It's been on the market for 30 seconds, and there's already 30 people that have saved the home. I'm pretty sure that one's going to be gone today. So sorry if this video comes out in an hour or two from now, because that house is going to go ahead and be gone. So when you're finding properties in today's market, you need to be able to do all of this instantly. It took us maybe, 10 minutes to find that house available. And we actually just didn't even know we were going to Tulsa. We just went over to Tulsa, nice tertiary market, found a good school system, and then found a house, FSBO, and we were able to say, yeah, we can cash flow on that. Looks good. Of course, we're going to have an inspection and all that, so there might be some stuff that comes back, but the house wasn't built too long ago. It's going to have grounded everything, electrical, and some decent plumbing in it. It's not going to be crazy inside. It's building like 83. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, that seller is not going to be motivated to get rid of that property to you. And my guess is that seller is going to have like 5 offers based on the market conditions today, to where if we waited about 6 months to actually do this and all these foreclosures come on the market that were in forbearance, that seller would probably be lowering their price for you down to $120,000 on that house. I can't predict the future. I'm just saying there is a high likelihood that all of these houses in these tertiary markets are going to drop in price over the next year. There's a higher likelihood than them going up because they've already gone up 15 to 20% in the last 6 to 9 months. That is crazy. That's insane. So listen here, people. Here's what you need to do. If you're buying rental properties right now, check out that FHA loan in the previous video. Check out a VA loan and try to do something with a low down payment. We figured that on 20% down. If you do like 15% down, your payment's probably still going to give you that $600 per month cash flow. But the interest rates are so low that your payment's just going to be really good. The Federal Reserve has come out and said they're going to keep interest rates low for the next 2 years. So you don't really have to hurry if you're worried about getting a low interest rate. It's going to be there and be that way for a while would be my prediction of likelihood. There's a very high likelihood they're going to keep interest rates as low as possible. Okay, so there you are. That's Rental Property Investing 101.3. We were able to find a property, examine it. It'll rent for $1,400 to $1,450 per month, and you're going to cash flow $600. There you go. That's how easy it is to invest in rental property 101.3. Yeah, that's not a radio station. That would be the title of this video. There you go. Maybe Rental Property Rockstars 101.3. Tune in for the best real estate advice you're going to get today. Okay, finding properties. We did the actual property review. Okay, good. We're going to link the other 3 videos or whatever up here, and you'll be able to go to them, and I'll put them in a playlist for you. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I always forget to say that. Subscribe. Be right here, and then like and comment down below. Alrighty, y'all have a great day out there.